You know that feeling? When you're with someone and everything feels so easy, so natural, so familiar. It feels like home. You whisper to yourself, asterisk, this must be love. But here's the twist. Sometimes the very thing that makes a relationship feel safe is the same thing that slowly tears it apart. Think back to the beginning of any relationship. The butterflies. The late-night conversations that stretched until sunrise. Every text made your heart race. Every touch felt electric. But over time, that fire softens. The conversations get shorter. The laughter isn't as loud. The kisses become routine. And before you even notice, your love story starts to look less like a romance and more like a roommate agreement. And you know what? This isn't rare. Research shows that about 2/3 of marriages never reach the fairy tale ending. Some end in divorce, some drift into permanent separation, and many survive in silence. Two people living under one roof, but not truly living together. So let me ask you, have you ever stayed in a relationship just because it felt safe? Because it was easier than facing the unknown? Because walking away felt scarier than staying? Even when your heart was quietly breaking, psychologists say true? Lasting love needs two things, comfort and growth. Comfort without growth is boredom. Growth without comfort is instability. When both exist together, that's magic. But here's the darker side. For some of us, home was never safe. If you grew up with chaos, arguments, manipulation, or neglect, your mind may confuse familiar with safe. So when love feels like home, it might not be safety at all. It might be repetition. Cycle you didn't choose but one. Your heart recognizes because it's all you've ever known. That's why some people chase toxic partners. Not because they want pain, but because pain feels familiar. And the brain whispers, asterisk, this must be love. I once came across a post that said, he feels like home. I can't explain why, but with him, everything feels like it will be okay. And yes, it sounds beautiful, but here's the risk. Sometimes, comfort blinds us. It tricks us into thinking, asterisk, I'm happy. When in reality, we're just comfortable. So what can we do? How do we keep love alive when comfort starts to dull the spark? Here are a few things that work. First, do something new together. Research shows couples who try novel, exciting activities release dopamine. That same brain chemical that made you feel butterflies in the beginning, you can create it again. Second, talk. Really talk. Not about groceries, not about work. It's about dreams, fears, desires. Therapists agree the #1 relationship killer isn't money or sex. It's silence. Third, rebuild curiosity. When was the last time you asked your partner something new? We assume we know them, but people are always changing. Ask deeper questions. Explore again. Fall in love with who they're becoming. And finally, check your roots. If home for you has always meant chaos, ask yourself, am I chasing what's healthy or just what's familiar? Breaking that cycle is hard, but healing yourself is the first step to building real, lasting love. So next time love feels like home, don't just settle in. Ask yourself, am I alive here or just safe? Am I growing or just existing? Are we truly discovering each other or just cohabiting? Because real love isn't a couch you sink into and never move. It isn't autopilot. Real love is home, but a home that inspires you. A home that pushes you to dream, to grow, to love deeper than you thought possible. So if any of this resonates with you, don't ignore it. Take action. Start a new conversation. Plan something spontaneous. Look your partner in the eye and ask, asterisk, are we still building love or just maintaining comfort? Because the truth is, love that feels like home can be the safest place in the world, or it can be the softest prison. The difference lies in whether you choose to keep building or just stop trying.